In my right hand, Dave Bolla.
Let's see. And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio. And this morning I have a couple guys we're going to be talking music. Music in the Rim Country with Quigtone, a music store owner, Rick Quigley, and a luthier, David Bolla. So good morning, guys. How are you doing this morning?
Good. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, there we go. And boy, if you haven't seen, you guys are putting together what is called, and I love the name here. We need like I was saying, some guitar, just a real crazy guitar riff behind it. But the music store mega jam. Feel like what is it? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, like a little bit of that.
That's right.
Behind it. But the music store mega jam that's taking place this weekend, this Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah, at Oxbow, 1 p.m. And can you tell us a little bit about the event, David?
Yeah, so we're going to have a number of bands there. We're going to have Soul DeVille, Cinnamon Twist, Rim Rock, Rim Rain.
Mm-hmm.
The Rusty String Band is going to play some bluegrass for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a eclectic group of different kinds of music, a little bit for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We're also having a bake sale, 50-50 raffle, and some door prizes.
Nice. So a lot of things going on, and again, it's at the Oxbow Saloon right there on Main Street. A great venue for a mega jam. I think it's such a cool place.
Yeah,
it's an awesome place with a lot of history, and we'd like to thank Mary and Billy for allowing this to happen over there on a Sunday. Normally, that's the day they have Billy's Jam going on over there, and they were generous enough to set that aside and allow us to come in, and Billy's been booking the bands, and thank you, Billy, and thank you, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Billy, and that's Billy Achita.
Is there any other Billy?
Well, the Billies. There's the Billies, so it's
There's
Billy
the Billies,
Achita,
yes.
And I don't know the other Billy. Who's?
I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I don't know. So Billy Achita, but with Junction 87. Used to be with Junction 87.
Yes.
And there will be some other members of Junction 87 who will be showing up for the jam portion of it as well. The bands will play, and then the community and any musicians will be invited to come on stage and actually play with the musicians.
Mm-hmm. No, that is great. So local bands, you mentioned Soul DeVille, Cinnamon Twist, Billy Achita. Wow, just there's some wonderful musicians here in town.
Yeah, there are.
We have so much talent in the Rim Country. It never ceases to amaze me, and the hearts of these guys to just reach out and help and come along. And as soon as they heard there was a jam, and they were all calling and contacting Dave, and how do we get in on this? So yeah.
And I don't know if you want to just talk a little bit, or as much as you want, about how this came about, like how the idea of doing this, or kind of what, just how it came about. If you want to share just a little bit about it.
Basically, as everyone knows, they're feeling the crunch of this economy. This music store is last man standing, so to speak. I remember at one point having 3 music stores in this town where you could go to one or the other and check out what they had. You'd get a good variety that way. But again, with the economy, those who know me know I've been working a day job for almost a year now, and just to make ends meet. And Dave, my good friend and our luthier, had the idea to put this together, maybe raise a little funds to help keep the doors of the store open, plus just the camaraderie of bringing the musicians together and people together. And like I said, we've got a great bunch of guys in this town with a lot of talent and big hearts. So Dave came up with some ideas. This was one of them. Raffling a guitar a month was another idea he came up with that's been successful so far. And I have Dave Bolla to thank for brainstorming and coming up with this idea.
And I guess it would be good because there's a lot of new people in town, a lot of people that have recently moved here. Maybe where they moved from, they didn't have a music store in their community. So can you kind of share with everyone what the store offers? Because it isn't just, I mean, you just don't sell instruments, but you guys, offer a lot of different things.
We do. We've offered lessons almost from day one when we were in 187 and a half square feet. It was like
That big.
Yeah, it was like a walk-in closet of a store, and we used to encroach upon the accounting office to use the conference room for lessons. And we have a great lineup of teachers. We have Chuck and Barbara Casey, Deke Dietrich, and just recently passed away from COVID. We had Chris Pajak from day one. What a wonderful, kind, loving man he was. But so we offer the lessons. We offer instrument repairs with anything, strings. Dave's the man. He if he can't fix it, then it's probably not worth fixing. We do amp and electronics repair. We have another good friend of ours, Tim Goldenetz, who retired from Intel, and he's an electrical engineer, so he actually knows what he's doing when it comes to electronics. He's not just throwing parts at stuff. He goes in and actually tell you, well, the tolerances on this and that. I just nod my head like I actually understand and let him fix it. But he's been repairing amplifiers and PAs and keyboards. And then the instruments, new and used instruments, carry a lot of Yamahas, our main line. And that was another reason we were hurting so bad with the supply chain the way it was. We could not get Yamahas in for about a year and a half.
Wow.
We have a great selection now, a full house of Yamahas. But with the used instruments, we get that variety. Those off brands that small stores like myself cannot afford to carry. The Gibsons, the Taylors, the Fenders, but they'll come in used, and you get your best deals sometimes on a used instrument.
Wow.
So the new ones, the Yamahas, carry the warranty, and I haven't picked up a guitar Yamaha built that I didn't like yet. So.
You also carry ukuleles too, and there's a ukulele club in town. So if anyone plays the ukulele or is interested in learning the ukulele, you can get the ukulele at Quigtone Music, and then find out. And I don't have information about that ukulele club. Do you guys have a contact or no?
I know they meet at the library.
That's right. That's right. They meet at the library.
So I think they have any information that someone wanted to join.
And I knew who has information. It was Matazel Mike. So Matazel Mike, who does our Monday Acoustic Traveler program, he's starting to play the ukulele, and he was telling me about that. So I'll find out. I'll get a contact and find out when they meet, because that's a great way to just have fun, learn something new, and meet people in town.
And I do have flyer up in the window. I just don't remember what day they're meeting. So
Gotcha.
if you're walking through the Bashes Plaza, just take a peek in the window.
Yeah, I'd like to add a couple things. You had mentioned Chuck and Barbara Casey. They are also going to be performing with a trio. They're bringing a drummer, and they're going to be playing kind of 40s jazz standards type of music with a violin, mandolin behind it.
Nice.
And then on top of that, another service that you provide that really benefits the community is the school band rentals.
That's right.
Yes, we're Milano's Depot. Milano's is the largest family-owned music store in Arizona. They keep the prices down. I mean, generally, you can rent an instrument for it's very affordable. Very affordable. Stop by and I'll sorry.
Yeah, no, you can. You can check it out. And and there, approximately how many instruments, school instruments, do you rent out each year? Approximately, I guess, like an estimate.
I wouldn't even know. I don't keep track per se, but it's varied in the past from maybe 30, 40 instruments to over 100.
Wow.
It just depends on. COVID kind of put a
Yeah.
kibosh on because kids were at home and homeschooling and or doing the Zoom teaching and stuff. And it's hard to play an instrument that way. You need to be in a group setting to really learn and grow, I believe, either with an instructor or other kids that little friendly competition of trying to be better than the kid next to you pushes you to practice a little bit. So, and it's been picking up quite a bit recently. So.
Good. That's really good. I know the middle school band, they performed at the last home football game after or before the high school band. And wow, there were a lot of kids out there. That middle school band had a lot of kids. So that was great to see.
Yeah, Alan Simpson's taken over the music program there. He's doing a great job with the kids. They like him. He's a great guy. He plays with us on Tuesday nights at the college, the Gila Community College Concert and Jazz Band.
Oh, nice.
Which is monster trumpet player too. Maybe when I grow up I'll be as good as he is. Probably not.
No. There you go. So again, we're talking to Rick Quigley, David Bolla of Quigtone Music, and they are presenting the Music Store Mega Jam, and that is this Sunday at 1 p.m. at the Oxbow Saloon, and that's at 607 West Main Street. So boy, it's a great opportunity to have some fun, even if you don't play music. But if you play an instrument, it is a great way to be able to jump in and jam with some of the really good musicians here in town, just fellow musicians, meet some new people. And if you don't play an instrument, you can hang out and listen to some really great music.
It'd be a great opportunity too to see some of these bands that you normally wouldn't see. I know some people don't like to go out at night or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
They're all going to be in the same place in the afternoon, easily accessible, so running out of excuses. Come check them out.
Oh yeah, and now tickets are available at
the door.
At the door?
Yeah.
Can they get them early at the?
We don't have pre-sale tickets.
Okay.
But they are available at the door, and when they pay the $10 at the door, they're going to get a raffle ticket, and that raffle ticket will go towards the door prizes as well.
Hey, there you go. And a lot of great door prizes, other things going on, 50-50 raffle, I think you said.
Yep.
So, it's not just, great music being played and a lot of wonderful local musicians, but other things happening and going on. And again, at the Oxbow Saloon. If you haven't been to the Oxbow Saloon, because like you said, maybe in the evening, if you're not going out in the evening, and I don't know their hours there.
They're open late. They open late. So,
Gotcha.
And this to me is really about supporting small business and community. And speaking of community, the Oxbow used to be the community center of Payson back in the 70s. So I find it to be a really appropriate place to host an event like this.
Oh yeah. And I have a comment from one of the people watching on our KRIM Facebook live, because hey, you can watch this program as well as listen to it on the radio. And Katie Lynn Dunn Parks watching from up there in Strawberry. Katie has Bandits Restaurant, Dirty Cowboy Saloon, and she says, "Love me some Rick Quigley."
Nice.
She had one of her daughters taking lessons for a while at the store.
Oh, there
Great
we go.
folks.
Oh, that's great. I know they just had a benefit up there for a wonderful young man and his wife and family. Billy Chester, captain in the Pine Strawberry Fire Department. His wife got E. coli real bad and was in the hospital for a while, and I believe is recovering now, but has a long road ahead of her. It really affected her negatively. So they did a fundraiser, Katie and her husband and Bandits Restaurant, and they had some musicians playing, and a great time, great turnout, and they're always doing fundraisers like that, things for the community. So it's great, and this is another community event, musicians in the community rallying around the music store, and it's great to see, because like you said, there aren't many little music stores left. That's
Not
just
many
kind of how
small
it is.
businesses anymore, it seems. They're going.
Yeah,
the
it's
wayside.
harder and harder.
Yeah, in a small town like this, I feel that a music store is a cornerstone of a community, and especially having so many musicians in town, I think it's important to support the arts and support small business.
And we were talking, or it was mentioned, that you are the luthier at the store. So maybe tell everyone a little bit how you got into, or how you got into the life of a luthier and becoming a luthier. Yeah.
So I 20 years ago now, I'm 40. So when I was 20, I backpacked Europe, and I had a guitar strapped to my backpack, and went in a hostel, and someone set something down and crushed it.
Oh.
So I thought, boy, it'd be nice to know how to fix this. And when I got back from Europe, I enrolled in school and went to Roberto Venn down in Phoenix, which is probably the top school for lutherie in the country. I was living in Michigan at the time, so I actually came out here and lived here for the time that I went to trade school. And, so now I've been doing repairs professionally for almost 20 years. And I used to do repairs back in Detroit, and when I moved out here, Rick and I actually we connected before I even moved.
So mutual friends on Facebook, so we knew each other through Facebook.
Yeah, so it was weird. It was kind of serendipitous. So he's the first guy that I met out here, and started doing the repairs. But I've been doing guitar repairs and stringed instrument repairs, violin, banjos, mandolins, stuff like that for quite some time.
Wow. So the Detroit connection, because that's where you're from, Detroit, like Detroit or outside?
The east side.
East side of Detroit?
Yeah.
Both of you, huh?
Yeah.
East side?
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty wild. And then you end up getting together in little old Payson.
That's right.
Yeah, we were friends on Facebook, and he was talking about moving out to Arizona on Facebook, and I commented. I said, well, look me up if you come up to Payson, because we're following each other, and I saw, that he was doing repairs, and at the time I was doing the repairs, and if it was something beyond my scope, I would outsource it down to the valley, and I really wanted to keep everything here in Payson if possible. And he's like, well, actually our plans are to move to Payson. I'm like, oh dude.
Wow.
It's like answer to some prayers. And it's confirmed when he first got up here too. I handed him one of my personal guitars that I thought I had set up perfect, but it needed a little other work. And he did the repair on it for me. And when he handed it back, he goes, that setup was a little high. I took care of that for you. And I had spent an entire day getting it to where I thought it was perfect. And I was impressed and crushed at the same time. It's like, oh, that was humbling. Okay, so we have somebody who knows what he's doing.
Well, the school, how long was that school then, the Lutheran school?
Yeah, so it was a trade school. It was 7 months. That was 6 days a week.
Wow.
10-hour days. So
Yes.
it was long days, and they packed a lot into a short amount of time. You go in thinking that you know a certain amount about guitars, and then you leave discovering that there's so much more to learn, which is kind of what happens with any education.
Yes.
But it was a good time, and it started me on this path where I've been working at music stores since I was 16, and
wow.
So it set me on a path where I professionally was able to kind of sustain myself and my career in music.
Oh, that's great. And now, when you came down from Michigan, was your plan to stay in Arizona from the beginning, or did?
We wanted to move to Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Especially since I had come to school here, I knew a little bit about Arizona, and my wife and I we just got married, and we wanted to find somewhere that we could hike more and spend time outside, and I really didn't like the cold in Michigan, so
and it's still, it's a little cold here, but nothing like Michigan.
Nothing like
Michigan.
I know, being from Pennsylvania, it's the same, where it gets cold and icy and gray and dark.
Stays that way for months.
You don't see the sun for a while. Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Arizona's much better.
And speaking of my wife, I have to thank her because she helped me design these flyers.
All right, yeah. great looking flyer.
Yeah,
It's
she did.
awesome
She did a great
flyer.
job.
Uh-huh.
And then Printing by George actually helped us by printing them for us. So
Nice. Yeah, Tom and
yeah,
over there.
And Stevie.
Stevie.
We love Stevie.
Yeah, fellow
He's a good
bassist,
kid.
huh?
yeah.
No.
He's a pretty good drummer too.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
kid's
Huh.
got talent, and he plays guitar. And,
Wow.
yeah,
Nice. Just very musically gifted.
he is. And he's a sweet kid. Too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great young man. So, again, it's the Music Store Mega Jam, and that is this Sunday, November 20th at 1 p.m. at the Oxbow Saloon, 607 West Main Street. There'll be local musicians, a ton of local musicians, it sounds like,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Door prizes, 50/50 raffle, bake sale, and much more. So everyone is invited out. Tickets are going to be sold at the door. It's a great way to enjoy your Sunday afternoon, but also a wonderful way to support our local music store.
Yes.
And, obviously a way you can support it is by shopping in the store.
Right.
But if you're not a musician, you just enjoy music in the community, going out listening to music, then you really should think about coming out, because you are going to be supporting the store, and so many musicians come into the store as well and use the store, right?
Yes, yes. And you'll be supporting Mary as well in the
The
Oxbow.
Oxbow and community, and
Great
Mhm.
historical landmark here in this community. So,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have a local business or something that you'd like us to promote, we are still looking for some more door prizes. So
Oh, okay.
if someone would like to contribute something like that,
Mhm.
we'll of course talk you up and kind of have small business support small business.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach out to us through the Quigtone Music Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
and we can get that from you and talk you up. And then we're also still looking for some people to bake for the bake sale. We have a number
Okay.
of things that are made, but if someone wants to reach out and do that, that'd be great too.
All right. And Katie Parks, she says, hey, hit me up, Rick. I'll donate a basket. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good.
Katie.
there we go. We got a
Yeah, thank
basket
you.
from Katie.
Katie.
Thank you.
She's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, she is, and they, like I said, all of the fundraisers they do up there and benefits they do for families in the community that are suffering different hardships or just need some help. It's great that they do that, and they use their business for that, and then they get support from residents and community members that just want to help out as well. So yeah, that is great to see.
Yeah.
All right. So again, if you are a business, if you're listening and you want to put together a basket, or you have a raffle item or something you'd like to donate, just message Rick or David on the Quigtone Music Facebook page. Stop by the store. You can bring it by the store probably. as
Yeah,
well.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Well, there we go. Anything else you want to add?
I thank you for your time.
Oh, yeah, no.
Thanks for having us on, of course.
Yeah. Thank you so
thank
much.
you, Chris. And
Oh.
thank you to all the bands and musicians
Oh.
and everybody that's just participating. And
Mhm.
Yeah, and thanks again to Mary at the Oxbow.
Mary's awesome.
She's been great. I've been kind of going over there every Sunday and bugging her for the last 6 weeks. So so I appreciate her time, and she
Uh-huh.
really she left it up to Billy and me, and she said she's there for whatever, and for us to just put it together, and she would support us whatever we wanted to do. So
Mhm.
so I'm really appreciative to her and the
Yeah.
Oxbow.
Yeah, that is great. Again, historic Oxbow Saloon.
Yeah.
So, if it's been a while since you've been there, this Sunday is a great time to, go and reminisce a little bit and check it out. Or if you've never been to the Oxbow Saloon, because I'd imagine, again, there are some people that are newer to the community that have maybe never been to the Oxbow Saloon. So now's a great time this Sunday to check it
Having
out.
lived until you've been in the hospital. I mean, seriously.
There you go.
Especially if you go with somebody who's been in this town for a long time.
They tell
They'll
you
tell you
stories.
stories about, the swimming pool used to be over here, but they
Yeah.
filled it in to make a dance floor, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
There was a swimming pool in here?
No, and the rooms there used to be rooms right there, poolside, and
Bullet came through this window one night. It's like, what?
yeah, there's
Days
some,
gone by.
yeah, some locals that have been here for a while that have some real good stories. Yeah, or a horse being ridden into the oxbow.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. No, so yeah, it'll be a little calmer. Don't worry if anyone's listening. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that place is crazy." It's no, not going to be wild like that this Sunday. It'll be a great event, and for the whole family too, I'd imagine. Or well, in the bar can't have under. Is it over 21? Under 21? How does that work?
Yeah, I
Bar.
believe it's 21.
21
I think it's
and over.
21 for the bar.
I think
but-
it's 21 and over. I know there's a separate. They have like a separate area. I'm just not sure how they have that
Yeah,
structure.
they've got a
but-
separate area. They've got tables and chairs. You can sit and
Mhm.
order yourself some lunch. Or,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
there's plenty of.
And the outdoor area, there's a nice outdoor
is.
patio area, and yeah, so it's and then also the dance floor. So where the
Yep.
band's playing, you have a dance floor right there.
Yes.
So yeah, just a great venue again for the Music Store Mega Jam this Sunday, 1:00. Well, thank you guys so much for
Hey,
coming
thank
on.
you.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And thank you, Katie, for
Katie.
donating the basket, watching on our KRIM FM Facebook page. You rock, and everyone else that's been involved with this, that's helping you guys out with it. So it is great, a great event for a great little music store that needs the support of the community right now.
Thank
So
you.
we appreciate it. All right, time to get back to the music with some Bruce Springsteen, Jay Giles Band, Rod Stewart, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Now the KRIM weather forecast for Payson and surrounding areas.
There you go.
Nowcast meteorologist Jim Bolla.
All right.
I always remember the story, and we'll always tell the story.
Tonight.
You're way more professional than the other guy.
Oh, yeah.